Next, we have a palate cleanser with
When the day-
HLC after this. Let's get to it.
Venezuela, how you doing down there? It's not good, man. Jurai, it's not good, but we will rebuild. We just pretty happy that we do this after Maduro gone, because Maduro allies they send like a bag of rice. At least we have America here to help us this time. Yeah, I just can't imagine what you guys are going through right now. Just the loss, the terror, the destruction.
The amount of oil that's not being pumped out of the ground at this second. Buff! What? Don't get mad at me. Everyone's thinking it. I just fucking said it. I don't run on hopes and dreams here.
And it's... Last time I checked, less than an hour ago, I think it was, the death toll is now between 1,430 and 1,450 at last count.
All jokes aside, we feel for you guys, and we hope that you're able to be reunited with as many members of your family as you possibly can. And to those that are lost, you're in our prayers. What's crazy is at the time of me recording this, like 1,400 people are confirmed dead, and 68,000 are still missing there. The craziest part of it is France just had 1,000 people die from heat over the weekend. Merde. It was so incredibly hot over here. Dude, it's 2026. What is Europe's aversion to fucking air conditioning? Seriously. It's global warming. It's climate change. Oh my God. Instead of addressing the real problem, you're like, I'll just keep my fat, fascist American self at home in my air conditioning.
$10 a heat. California's... Yeah. California's got live air conditioning too.
I don't agree with the tone, but it is an accurate statement.
It is a heat wave unlike anything we have experienced in recent history. I understand you Americans love your air conditioning and trying to be cool, and I want a cheeseburger as big as my fucking face.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want... Yeah, a cheese... No, it needs to be a bacon cheeseburger as big as my face. Yeah. And yeah, I've only had air conditioning for like the last 5 years. And yeah, like 4 of those were in Oregon. And yeah, last year here in Texas, I ain't giving it up. I ain't getting my air conditioning. Torturing yourself accomplishes nothing. I just want to say that. And I'm cold-blooded anyway. I do not do well in the heat.
But here in France, we are just not built that way. We do not pander to laziness and incompetence.
Yes, you do.
Laziness. So let me get this straight. Instead of using non-renewable resources like coal or oil to have energy to run air conditioners, your idea of a disposable asset is your population. Make that make fucking sense.
Oh, it's quite elementary there, my dear Watson. You guys might hear my clock in the background going bing, 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 bum. Anyways, it's quite elementary there. The heat showed up. It was unbearable. They surrendered to it. Died.
I don't know how they even call themselves a world power. They got defeated by a sunny day. Ah, yes. Stand up on your soapbox and lecture the rest of the world of how we're underdeveloped because we don't have air conditioning.
Shh. Yeah, okay. Pause right there, A, because I want to rant at the UK. Also, I got to blow my nose. Just a minute. Okay, and this time I remembered to turn the mic back on when I was done. Yeah, at least the UK is typically cooler than mainland Europe, I would presume. But yeah, like I said, air conditioning even in Oregon. You think Oregon would be a cool state, no, it can get hot there.
You know what's crazy? If you get a splinter in your country, how much does it cost to get it fixed? About 3 or 4 million? Don't throw stones when you're sucking on my tit. You know how you can afford that stuff? Because I was responsible for your defense for like the last 80 fucking years. Not to mention, every doctor that is good and competitive ends up in my country because they can actually make fucking money. Sorry to hear about your failing fucking state. Oh, and on top of that, this is the wildest thing. Somebody from the UK actually sent this to me. I didn't believe it. I had to look into it. It's a real thing. You can get a ticket for £110 for sitting in your car that has air conditioning and letting it idle to keep you cool rather than being inside your house which doesn't have air conditioning. I don't even know if I need to make a joke about that.
Let me see, terrible food, rampant fucking crime, people stabbing each other, Middle Eastern men doing God knows what, no air conditioning. Holy shit, it's like GWAT 2.0 when we go on over there. The only thing you're missing is electing someone named fucking Saddam.
In some weird and cool news, there's a massive asteroid like the size of multiple Empire State Buildings. It's going to be flying near the Earth. It's not dangerous or anything. It's just be an opportunity to see. It's kind of cool.
Whether you're a professional
Okay.
welder or simply take
Well,
pride
let's
in
just hope
consistent and precision welds, Harbor Freight offers high quality.
Hope it's not gonna. It's just a flyby and doesn't actually enter Earth because yeah, I was just talking about Deep Impact the other day, yesterday, and yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. God promised not to flood the Earth again. When the Earth is destroyed, it will be fire.
Americans will do anything but use the metric system. Okay, Germany, next time there's a world war, how about you fucking win and then you can tell me what I can do. So that shooting up here there, yeah, that was bad. It's just not a good thing, man. Gun violence in general is not a good thing, but this one takes the cake there. Yeah, I heard about that. Female police officer.
Oh, oh, HLC is gonna cover this. Oh, oh, that's right. Ember reacted to Benny Johnson talking about it, not HLC. Okay, I want to hear what HLC has to say about it.
Officer engaged with a communist outside of the Pornhub headquarters. She accidentally shoots a rabbi, and the communist shoots and kills her immigrant partner. Buff, do you have anything for this?
I was gonna say something about, like, putting ridges on the outside of bulletproof vests, but shit, nothing I could think of was funnier than the truth.
Yeah, I know the jokes just write themselves for this one there, but it's still a painful thing to see and have to go through. Heaven forbid it ever happens again, but I'm real tired of this gun violence. Your average civilian does not need a firearm. And you don't.
Yeah. Oh. Self-defense is not a human right, it is a human necessity. Oh, so many words I won't call them.
Need to be such a flavorless bitch, but here we are.
Flavorless bitch, there you go.
I agree with the violence thing. I just need a solution. I mean, beans on toast and Australia have kind of proven to us if you take away the guns, people are just going to find another method to hurt each other. I mean, I think it's far more a mental health crisis than it is.
Yes. Well, in the UK, there's a way to drastically reduce violent crime, but the UK doesn't want to do that. And yes, this is me kind of smiling with gritted teeth. Well, clenching my teeth. That's why my voice sounds a little bit different. This is my FU. I'm being polite because I should. This is forced politeness.
Is a gun problem. But I will say, and for some reason, this wasn't very covered by mainstream media, and it's possibly because of what happened. But Italy, slow clap. Fucking 10 out of 10, homie. What happened here in Italia? Yeah, I should probably explain it because My accent in Italian, not that good, which is wild because I'm 50% Italian. But anyways, so individual from the world's PvP zone, the continent of Africa, was caught, and I saw the video. You can find the video on a public beach, pulling down his swimsuit and
Oh.
smashed or schmating in front of families, including children, many of which you see in the video, and a bunch of Italian men whooped his ass. The only person standing up for him was some woman who's obviously an idiot because bro deserves all the whoopings.
If the government fails the people and fails to protect people, they're kind of obligated to stand up and do it themselves. If only that was written somewhere in some iconic document that is the foundation of an entire country. Oh! Yeah, it's in our Constitution. That's why we have guns and freedom and fucking awesome shit. And fat people. You know why? Because fat people mean that we have an excess of calories, which means life is fucking good.
You tell him, Buff. And yeah, like I said, self-defense is necessity. And relying on other people to help you, to protect you, only works if they're right there with you. I mean, obviously, if you're a child, you should always have people protecting you. But as an adult, you gotta take matters into your own hands and be prepared to handle a situation until law enforcement and ambulance arrives, all that. Do not wait for them to get, if you wait for them to get to you, it's like, if you're being attacked, it's too late for the cops to help you. You will have to do it yourself.
Gentlemen, you may have to clarify this for me because until I read said article, I had no idea Germany had states. But apparently, a far-right movement in Germany is gaining traction and may actually be in charge of one of the German states. So Germany could be heading in the directions they did 80 years ago.
The closest thing to fresh air
Yeah,
in this
well,
office.
okay, I think it's kind of,
But what if you just
there might be
booked
another
that lake house? Go on, it's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Our bookstore is like a portal.
It's neo-Victorian, it's steampunk.
And we wanted our Wix website to be too.
I'm ready this time, Kurva. We are far away enough this time. It's okay. I don't know how I feel about this entire interaction. Never really been a big fan of Holocaust jokes. Germany, if you want to, basically every country around me could use some more concentration. If you get my meaning. Okay, we're going to move on. Speaking of Israel, apparently Hezbollah has declined the peace deal that we brokered between Israel and Hezbollah. Like, what's going on, man? The same it has always been. We tell them, you stop shooting, we will stop shooting, and then they go, no, you stop shooting, and we'll stop shooting, and then we agree to kind of a temporary, like we're not going to shoot at each other, and then they shoot, and then I kill them. And honestly, it's getting to a point I don't even want to try anymore. We cannot coexist. Well, if you could just fucking try to coexist, I'm sure the world would hate you and me a lot less. Oi, Canada, we got some good
You cannot coexist with people who want to kill you.
news for you. We got the drone radar. It's going to be sold up there to you guys. Should help out a whole lot with your Golden Dome that you're trying to do with the US, mate. Oh yeah, it's about time there. We need to get ourselves some better radar situations up here because US has got us pretty much surrounded by them right now, and we want to be able to contribute. They're on the Aleutian Islands. You got the long-range discrimination radar and the Cobra Dane, and they got SPX out there, but it's time we contribute. The Jorn is the Jindali operational radar network or something. Anyways, basically, they have 3 radar transmitters and receivers all over Australia, and these things can do over-the-horizon radar scanning, so to speak, for air and naval targets. Now, it is an important piece of a proper air defense architecture. There are some flaws with it. Over the horizon radar does have some notorious issues, mainly fidelity. This is a high frequency one. Most of the time they're low frequency because you can allow kind of more power that way, and they bounce a little bit further, and the frequency wave is longer. Therefore, you can pick up that something is there. High frequency is better at details, so I got to kind of dig into this a little bit and figure out how they're doing this. The only downside is it's very hard to triangulate exact location. Like, you can find that something is there, which does provide early warning and will allow them to scramble jets, boats, whatever. But knowing what is there, how fast it's moving, climbing, descending, like all the additional details you would need to get like a firing solution, that's not something that this system is capable of. But I had somebody repeatedly ask me about the Jorn, so I looked into it. It's a good system, regardless, right? It is a good system, but it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread and doesn't have the fidelity to produce any kind of firing solution on airborne or seaborne tracks. Basically, when you do over the horizon, because the Earth is a sphere, if you think it's flat, I have some beachfront property in Arizona to sell you. And imagine like this. So a radar is like...
Yeah, that's fine. I noticed HLC had a tweet earlier about people who think the Earth is flat. It was not allowing them to vote or something like that. Or maybe there was violence involved. I don't remember, but it was something negative about people who think the Earth is flat.
Looking at things with a flashlight, right? It produces that light. You can see what is in the light. Boom. Now imagine you have that light and you're shining it at a mirror that is angled so you can see around the corner. You can see something's there, probably not as in good a detail, and you don't exactly know how it's moving.
Okay, and fun fact about mirrors. The angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. That's something I learned in art history / physics class in college.
But something is there. Same concept with over the horizon radar. Oh, it appears that there is a ship going through a part of the strait that I did not approve. Hit it with a drone. What you doing? Maintaining the security of my territorial waters. What are you still doing in this area? You know, I know you don't have very many of them, but there's these things called boats that I have, and when I said I got to leave within 30 days, they can start sailing like 10 minutes before that timeline. So we're just making sure everything's going according to plan, but it feels down in my bones that you touched a boat. Oh shit, we know what this means, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and fucking, I don't know, kick the tires like...
Let's go.
The fire's put on your big boy pants. We're
Okay,
gonna
that
fuck
sounded
up some
weird.
towel heads. And the rocket's red glare. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. You guys need some air cover? No, you're not going. Aw, poor kid. Sitting out another one. Do you want me to bring you back a souvenir? Yeah, how about a cactus so I can sodomize you with it?
Oh, okay. Okay. I can just see how someone will react to that. Yeah, the kid will be corrected on the proper tool for that.
So graphic.
Well, I don't know if I can work with you Iranians, because you're not wanting to actually have peace. So it seems like we're just gonna have to give you a piece of my mind, and maybe then force you back to the table and we can talk about how things are supposed to go, because I'm probably the most peaceful president that the world has ever known.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, that's fucking rich coming from the warmonger in chief.
You can shut up, Diet American, or else I'll make you part of California.
Protein so tasty,
no.
Hercules lifts a spoon instead. Divine taste, legendary protein.
Hey, sweetie, what are you doing for July 3rd?
Who makes plans July 3rd?
People who love America so much, they can't...
All right, well, we'll go ahead and hit it. See, Iran, you wanted peace so that way you could, lick your wounds and try and gather materials and be able to fight back again. I wanted a ceasefire because I was literally running out of targets. So I just, had my spooky boys go ahead and look up some of those. And yeah, you got some drone and missile sites right there along the strait. Hit them. America, we do not back down from terrorists like you.
Oh, God, the terrorist thing, back and forth. God, can we just pick a race that terrorist is supposed to be associated with? Because it's so confusing at this point. You call us terrorists, we call you terrorists, we call you goat fuckers, you call us, I don't know, women sleeper with her guys. Anyways.
Strike back at American forces in Bahrain and Kuwait. Oh no, he's aimed at my 5th Fleet headquarters that was evacuated prior to his first strike over a month ago and has not been rebuilt. The enemy can target a building that he has hit previously because buildings don't move. Whatever shall I do?
Look, I got it. You're trying to downplay the whole thing and be sarcastic, but I don't like it because that is American soil. Even if it belongs to that country, anywhere my wheels touch, that's American fucking soil. Can we just glass them now? Look, I'm going to be real with you. We can't fucking coexist. We've tried this shit for 40 years. So as long as they exist or we exist, this shit's not going to be peaceful. I'm saying what we're all thinking.
Buff, we're not glassing Iran.
Not the whole thing. I'm sure there's some villages of ethnic Persians. I mean, really, we just got to get the IRGC. We got to snuff them out.
Yes, the IRGC needs to go. That is the only option for peace. I don't know why it's so hard for other people to understand.
Like a fire or a candle or a baby. I'm just kidding. I don't kill babies. Actually, I do. Everyone's somebody's baby. And the amount of ordnance I've dropped in my life, I've killed a lot of them.
Okay, well, that was HLC.